Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to tell you guys I am going back to school. Yes, I'm re-educating myself because I stopped going to school at a very early age. I did not finish high school. I had my surgery, which means I had to get pulled out of school for some time. My parents were separating and then we moved from one county to the other. In a time lapse of like 3 years, we probably moved like 4 times. So it was a very I don't know, it was just a time that I will never forget, and I never finished school. No college degree, no diploma, no GED, no college university, no community college, anything. So no, I do not have any sort of certificate of education, but I did attend school, kindergarten through 10th, 9th grade. I'm sorry, I don't remember. And I really don't talk about this because I really don't ever bring it to my channel, but I think it's important for us as parents to always keep our education a little bit more refreshed, because especially if you want to have kids, or if you have kids, you're gonna have to help them with homework and you want to be able to help them. So what better to have a couple of books to read with your children, go over history, go over math, go over science, American history, language arts, like all that stuff is very vital information for us to be generally, basically educated. So that is the stuff that they teach us from 6th grade, I want to say 5th through 8th grade. Okay, so I'm gonna share today what I'm gonna do to re-educate myself. I'm not going back to school. Honestly, I always dream that I go back to school, and when I'm in school, I'm in like where I left off. And I feel like I'm always in 8th grade and I'm as old as I am, 34 in 8th grade. And I think like, oh my god, do these people not know how old I am? Do I really look that young? But that's not the case. So I recently came across some amazing books, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing to re-educate myself, to refresh my memory, and basically just give myself a push. Like I said, I left school very early on in age. I was 16. I am now 34. Okay, so I really need this because I have my daughter that's going to be going into school sometime soon, and I'm going to need to help her. I'm gonna have to help her do her school. I'm not gonna have to leave her alone. She needs my help. So I found these books at Target and at Walmart at a very affordable cost. Okay, so the very first book I bought was at Target. They have a cheaper price in the label plus 20% off, so under 9 or 10 bucks. And the first book I'm gonna go with is Your English Language Arts. You can never go wrong with learning how to correct your writing, your spelling, your plotting, your brainstorming, grammar, capitals, punctuation, spelling, and everything that falls between. You want to spell and write correctly. So in this book, you will have a brief education of grammar skills, how to set up for poetry, how to know and detect fiction, non-fiction, and how to do writing and researching, which is also very vital information for children that are between the ages or grades of 5th and 8th grade, which is when all this stuff comes in handy. These books are very little. They're not enormous. They're very easy and like kid friendly. Like it really makes you want to go in there and learn. The way it's plotted out, the way they're illustrated and written is very cute. It gives you examples of the present, past, and what is it? Future, present, and the past. See, I need to read these books clearly. So all that stuff is all in here, and it's cool, and it's something to think about, especially right now with social distancing. Kids not going to school, it's like they're not learning correctly. They're not, you know, they're just not absorbing the information, and that is totally understandable. Totally understandable. Kids are not used to learning in a computer class. That's just not the thing for them. So yes, it takes some time to learn and adjust and learn that you have to focus onto the computer. So yes, definitely English language arts. Keep them fresh on writing and on all that stuff that they really need to grasp onto, that's going to be benefit for them, that's going to benefit for them for the future. here we have world history. Okay, history was kind of like a debating topic for me because sometimes I would like history and sometimes I hated it, and I'd be like, oh my god, teacher, tell me something I don't know. Like, don't teach me something that was 300 years ago where I wasn't even born. Like, I know it's part of history, and that's exactly where my mentality was back then. So this right here, again, world history of the world's evolution, the time travel inventions, how the world population expanded, how the Romans, ancient India timeline, all that stuff is all in here, and it's really cool. It's a cute book to read and very, very informational, like I said. And the next topic is going to be my favorite. If you guys see me at any time looking down, my notes are down here, okay? So science was my favorite topic in school. Hands down. I was very excited about going to science class. I had a science teacher that used to play the Bill Nye the Science Guy video at the very beginning of our class, and he would start running during class. And he wasn't mean, he just had a short match. Mr. Dave Iser, I still remember his name, and we would make him mad so much. God forgive me for making my teachers mad, because I got in a lot of fucking trouble. A lot of trouble during middle school. I was a bad kid. I was a bad fucking kid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was so hard-headed to I never did homework, okay? You know what I would say? This is what we come to school for you to educate us, not to take us or send us back home with homework. We spent 8 hours of our day during school for you to still send me home with 1 or 2 hours worth more of homework. That's what I used to think. I was a little witch in school. So science, again, teaches you measurements, hazardous waste, climate, fossils, laws, body measurements, body functions, basic rules and laws of life that we need to go by and live by. They're all in here, and I'll go through the pages and I'll show you. Again, it's just fun information, very short dialogues, nothing overwhelming, nothing to make you be like, oh my god, I'm done with those books. It's very, I consider it to be very cute, because look at the layouts. It's very, very cute. It gives you a lot of information, and again, 5th through 8th grade information is all in here. And for social distance learning, this is a good way of engaging and bonding with your kids, but also educating yourself and refreshing your memory, so that whenever they need your help, you're able to help and they can come to you, rather than failing their classes because they don't know what they're doing, they don't know what to do. Yeah, this is very, 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 very helpful. And if you don't want to do it for yourself, good books to get for your kids. Definitely, hands down, 5+ stars, amazing books. Next book we're going to talk about is computer science. I loved computer science because I didn't have a computer at home. My parents, you know, there was 6 kids at home. My parents couldn't afford a computer, and to be honest, when I was very small, computers didn't even exist. They were barely even coming out. I think we had like Macintosh, Dell, and shortly after, like a long time after, Apple came through with those like clear screens with the clear mode. I don't even know what they were called, but you guys get what I'm saying. If you're from the 80s, then you know what I'm talking about. But again, here we have computer science. It's going to show you the basics of you know, navigating a computer, setting up a camera, your keyboard, your printer, word processing program, printing, self-driving, all that stuff is all in here. And it's basic vital information that, even though you think like, why am I going to show my kid computer science, everything is driven by a modem. So yeah, computer science book, and taking notes, writing. Again, do it with your kids, do it with your family, refresh your memory, make it a fun activity to do with your kids, so that they don't feel like they're more learning, more reading. Do it, just do it. Next book is American History. I looked at the back of my book the other day and I was like, oh, there's more books. Why didn't I look into that? And in the back, it shows all the books that they have. So basically, it's 5 of them. And it's American History, World History, Science, Math, and English Language Arts. And the computer science book. So American History is going to basically show you a lot of things of American history, obviously. Slavery in the Americas, Jamestown, Virginia, Dover, the 13 colonies, regional differences, the American Revolution, early Republic, American expansion, Civil War and Reconstruction, prehistory in the early 1600s, colonial America, reshaping the nation, World Wars, modern America, World War II, post-World War II era, American history, current-ish events. So all that stuff is all in here. And it's, again, very easy to read, very short dialogues, nothing boring, very cute, very illustrated, and something that would make you want to read because it looks interesting, and then they show you pictures of the content in here, so it's not so boring to say. And again, 20% off at Target. Target and Walmart is where I found them. I found one at Walmart and the rest at Target. And the last one is going to be math. Math was the very first subject I had in school. It was my very first period and I freaking hated it. Like, look, I hated math at the beginning and at the end of my day, and this was my motto. I just woke up, I get to school, and it's time to go to math class. I just woke up. I don't want to break my head thinking about numbers so early in the start of my day. Like, I don't like math. And then our school used to rotate our periods. So for example, I hope you guys understand and let me know if any of you guys had that. Monday we were period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And then Tuesday we went from period 1, and then we would grab the last period. So it would go from period 1 to 7. So period 1, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Wednesday was period 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get what I'm saying? So it always rotated, which was good, but I just hated when I had math class in the morning. And in the afternoon, even worse, because in the afternoon it was the last period of the day. I just wanted to get the day over with. I just wanted to go home already. I was done for the day. And then you have me trying to break my head thinking about all these numbers and algebra and science, well, not science and math, but you know, adding, multiplying, division, algebra. And I was just like, I'm done. Like, I'm so done. The only period I loved at the end of the day was PE. Oh, I loved PE at the end of the day, because then I would play, I would get some out time and do our fitness, and then we would go home. Like, we would go home stinky because we would run. Ugh, my school days. So math is gonna be another important subject you always want to keep into your kids' memory in school and chip and SD card in their brain. Mathematics subjects on here. Let me do this. I hate doing the licking finger, but let's see. So it looks like we have ratios, proportions, and percentage, expressions and equations, statistics, probability, coordinate plane, functions, geometry, and yeah. And it's, again, it's all in here. It's all very math is gonna be very, very interesting. This is gonna be a deal breaker. I might not read that. Anyways, that is pretty much it. That's what I'm gonna be doing to re-educate myself. I hope to be able to start reading them pretty soon. So yeah, that is basically the books that I'm gonna be using to re-educate myself. I hope that you guys like this video. If you guys have any questions, please check on where to buy the books. For sure Target, for sure Walmart, and check online, okay? On Amazon, I'm pretty sure they have them, and I don't know if they have a website. If they do, I'll write it somewhere in here or in the description box below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye!